Anti-Afro Svengalis. Listen, people, I want to play a couple of clips for you because I want to plug some holes. I've been addressing issues or occurrences that went down in December 2022, but I didn't talk much about the lead in to these explosive, drunken tirades that Grumpy Monkey went on. I want to cover a couple of important points. So stay tuned and I will return.
Who is it? It's Nikki. How are you?
Hey, Nikki.
Hey, hey.
Oh, what's going on, Nikki?
Remix, you can't talk to me?
Who is Nikki? Nikki, talking about is you the Nikki that Afro made a video about?
Nikki, hold on.
Is you the Nikki that Afro made a video about?
I'm sorry. Now, what was you asking? You say, am I the Nikki that what, darling?
That Afro made a video about?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Why? Do I have to get off your panel?
Oh, no, I mean, I ain't got no problem with you.
Oh, okay, because you don't ever speak. That's all I wanted to know. And this don't have nothing to do with nothing. But again, I just noticed that, I come in your panels, you don't ever speak, say my name. I know who you rock with. She don't fuck with me. I don't fuck with her.
Oh, hold on. What you mean who I rock with?
AAS.
Man, I don't rock with nobody like that. You feel me? I do my own thing.
I'm not saying she tells you what to do. I don't get along with her. So, you cool with her. I don't have nothing to do with that. But I do know that, she's really firm about people who are around her and in her circle and who they mess with. So I'm just saying, I know how, funny she is with shit. So I don't, try to cause people problems. That's all.
Yeah, you good. I mean, if you got a problem with her, that ain't got shit to do with me. You know what I'm saying? I don't get into female.
I understand that. And what I'm saying is that my issues with her don't have anything to do with you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all grown women. I don't get into women bouts.
I take accountability for trusting her and thinking that she had my best interest at heart. She started off that way. She's been waiting for me to go, I've been waiting for KKC to say something about me publicly. Everybody know everything. What? In 1998, I got kicked out of the 8th grade for trying to stab somebody with a butter knife. Just in case you trying to dig that far, my mom was crazy. She hit a pregnant woman in the face with a cane. Just in case you want to go that route. Like, what we talking about out here? I find it very interesting that a FBI phone call was made because a person felt threatened from acts of the R word, defined as forced intercourse. And that very person now resides in the same state as the one they called the FBI. If this person really felt threatened, like they said they did, or there were any criminal acts that took place during that time, which was 2 years ago, just shy of 2 years, I don't understand why that envelope is not being pushed at all. As a matter of fact, the only lawsuits that's going on is all civil. Absolutely no criminal lawsuits being brought against the very person that a certain somebody said that, hey, they said that they would do this and mess up my insides. Why is it that we see this individual sitting in stardom and nothing is being said about that? The reason why I have to lie on her. This lady is crazy. And for the people that's sitting back, you're crazy. I'm entitled to my personal opinion. I don't have a degree, so I'm not diagnosing. I think you crazy as hell. I think you crazy. I really do think you sit in a room and you flick the light on and off and you say your ABCs back. I'm being called a coward, and your mistress, your online friend, your online 900 number.
Yeah, I just want to say a few things. All this narrative that's being spread about Afro running me. How is Afro running me? I've been kicking ass in this sector all by myself. You can even vouch for that. You knew there was some bullshit what he just said. Like facts. You know I've been going at the goofy niggas. Ain't doing that. So that narrative the dude trying to paint is false. And then another thing, let me clear up. When I came into this sector doing what I was doing, I didn't reach out to King Kong Crazy. He reached out to me. He wanted to be a part of what I had going on. These are facts. This not no bullshit. These are facts. So at the end of the day, I made your channel pop, my niggas. Just give me my credit, bro. Just giving real nigga they credit. That's all you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing else than that, bro. Your channel started popping, nigga, using the material that I was working on and doing. At the end of the day, bro, I'm speaking nothing but facts. Just because you got a beef with Real G and Afro, that's y'all shit, bro. Stop tying me into y'all beef. Because when I got beef with niggas and shit, I don't be tying your name into the beef I got going on.
What you not gonna do is keep throwing little jabs saying that I'm a monkey ass nigga, I wear monkey suit. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, people, remember this is mid 2022. This is the run up to December 2022. This was Grumpy Monkey's first real public effort to try and convince people, or relevant people, because just anyone is not going to make a difference. Let me clarify. If he is talking to the pull up scheme deceit show chat, bashing me and telling them whatever he wants to say, am I worried about whether or not those demons like me, support me? No. So him speaking to a crowd of co-demons about hating AAS is not going to do anything. It's trying to recruit new people who didn't even have a relationship. I was never concerned, not in the least. Trying to convince relevant people that what he has to say about me should be taken hook, line, and sinker. And that he has all this credibility that people will just fall over and just accept everything that he says without question. Well, I think any person with even a grain of decency would take note of and be incredibly offended by how he described his own mother. He called his own mother crazy here in public. Someone calling their own mother crazy in public is to expect that other women, and we're going to go with women because this is misogynistic piece of shit if I've ever seen it, that he's going to expect that other women are going to expect him to treat them with respect. He doesn't know the meaning of respect. How am I supposed to be offended in this context by him calling me crazy? I want to make sure we got this. Calling me crazy when he refers to his own mother in the same way. Now we're talking about on YouTube. Off YouTube, there's quite a lot I can do with the statements he made in that live stream, which have been captured. He had mentioned something in the clips that I got. Audio can be pulled up. That doesn't make any difference. There is no audio that you're going to pull up on me that's going to result in me being consequenced. None. And he's up here saying free speech. Yeah, there are limits with free speech when you have credentials. Still, there is no audio that you're going to pull up on me that's going to get me in any quandary. He cannot say the same. But let me continue with his very interesting comments. Brings up the situation with the FBI. See, they came to my house. They didn't come to your house. Not about anything on YouTube. What is the reason that I would have to be coming on YouTube to give an update on a situation that I was incredibly thankful and appreciative It was handled with professionalism, care, and compassion. Grumpy Monkey is not owed any explanation about what if did occur based on the scenario that he described. I am not friends with him. I would never share anything with him about this situation in terms of an update. That's all I'm going to say about the specific scenario. I am going to go on to say Grumpy Monkey had already been thumbing up and applauding and approving of content where I was threatened with rape. So he's no different from the person he just mentioned. You're applauding it, you're supporting it, you encourage it. You are no different than the person making the threat. There is no separation between Grumpy Monkey and Dumpsy, Grumpy Monkey and the Contrabands, Grumpy Monkey and his mortal enemy. He supports the things that they were saying, and he wants to act like he is holier than thou. He's talking about she used to look after or she used to care about my best interest, something to the effect. His best interests included me sitting on his channel, generating Umar content that he could use, and shutting up and accepting his shabby treatment. That became progressively worse. So much so, well, even at the beginning, people noticed these snide remarks he was making, and people were telling me he was beginning to resent me because he was dependent on material he didn't have the talent to create. Now, I'm saying that is separate and apart from the jammin' music that Remix brought to his channel. As far as the Umar Johnson content, I provided that to him and Lennon, and I left both platforms. That's the sin, people. That's the anger. That's where all this gets going and continues to fester. Since Grumpy Monkey was unable to impact me in the way he wanted to by his insults and his jabs and his barbs, because I have that ability to just detach, and I did just that, and it became increasingly more angry after I left. What concern would it be to Grumpy Monkey if I left his platform and went back to the Smokes platform? I don't have to explain anything. He's still expecting explanations. He's expecting explanations when he failed miserably to provide the bare minimum protection in that pull-up scheme deceit show chat. He's expecting more explanations now than he was when I was in that chat. I thought she said she wasn't gonna go back to the smoke. None of your damn business. If I go back onto this, I'll go over there right now, and it's still none of your business. Then it got worse. You heard the clips from NPW when she was booted from AAS page for being disrespectful towards people on the channel. She starts hunting me down and harassing me because I went to Remix's channel. The same thing with Grumpy Monkey making his snide remarks, running sneak panels. The sneak panels got going in early 2022. After in 2021, late 2021, he said he was going to stop talking about me and Rev G. Talk about whoever the hell you want, but you're a liar when you sat up there and told the public that you stopped. People in that pull-up scheme deceit show were freaking offended by the way he was talking about me and Rev G because they knew we did nothing to this person. He now is in this campaign mode of trying to justify his current conduct and his past conduct by creating these scenarios that never existed. He's simply resentful and angry that I left. And when I did not respond to his barbs and his snide remarks and his insults, he started targeting people that he knew I was close to, and he started targeting people whose channels and whose chats I was in. It was like a frenzy, this pursuance of punishment and shame and humiliation. It's not going to impact me. It won't impact me if I don't have a relationship with the person, if I don't have any respect for the person that can't do any of those things to me. That is my mindset. Nothing that he's going to say or do about me is going to stop me from doing what I'm going to do on or off YouTube. Him escalating is only getting himself in the world of shit. And that's what happened when he came for me again through Mona. He's come for me through other people. Remix, this poor guy is being harassed sun up to sundown. I know the reason. And I'm not saying poor guy in a pity sense because Remix can handle himself. He has nothing to do with any of this. And he continues to pull and prod and harass and reference and lie and complain that I'm on Remix's channel as if I'm the only freaking person there. Yes, I'm mentioning, like, for example, Rev G less because he went after Rev G in order to get at me. Talking about Rev G didn't take responsibility for posting a video. We can post videos. He can post videos. And he says it's because he got attacked. That's bullshit. He's up here threatening to call the authorities on me. He wants to try and blame me for trying to set him up for some attack. And I'll say this, I'll go on the record. I don't believe he believes it, but if he wants to go ahead and say it, report it. You don't even need to speak to someone to find out if there are preliminaries or if there's evidence of wrongdoing. He's up here saying that I got access to some system. They would know that. I've had access to multiple systems my entire career. There never has been an incident and there never will be. I access systems only to assist my clients. And I've never failed an audit, unlike Daryl Moore, Demon Moore, I should say, who got busted looking up confidential records and sent them to Let Me See You Attack a Kid. Yeah, you'll get busted looking up people's records who are not your clients, who you have no business looking up. So none of that he accuses me of. He's accused me of this many times. Deal with Demon Moore. Daryl Moore is another person who was making derogatory comments about me and Rev G and people on AAS channel. And Grumpy Monkey was making a point to be seen there, applauding those videos. But that backfired because when Grumpy Monkey and Remix got into a verbal dust-up, mutual verbal dust-up, Grumpy Monkey comes away with, I'm applauding and supporting his murder, being beat up. He got the bad end of the stick when he and Remix got into it. So he starts screaming about, I want him dead. No, he's the one that was demonstratively thumbing up and clapping videos. There is no such gestures or any verbalizations made by me. It's exactly the opposite as to who wants who dead. Umar Johnson said this. He wishes his enemies or detractors didn't exist. That's what Umar Johnson said. So the same sentiment is coming from Grumpy Monkey, so angry about people freaking moving on and enjoying their time on YouTube. He has to run around conjuring up tales of situations that never occurred. And I want to add this. He also made sexual references. Dumpsy D. Durrell, when are you going over to his page? He made that reference about Remix and me and 900 calls. Where the hell does that come from? Now, you want to get reemphasis on his intentions, as where I'm concerned, he's running around here demanding that I cam up, knowing that these threats were made. I don't need him to act rational. I'm just explaining to you what he did. But I will repeat what I stated before, and I will add on another requirement. Since you think you can take these liberties with me, I initially had said to him before, because he was engaging in this taunting, because it's taunting, knowing that people are making these threats, he said, cam up, and I said, man up. But since he's adding these sexual references to me, I'll return the favor. Get it up, then I'll cam up. People, I have more I'm going to be bringing you. In the meantime, you know the drill. Buyer beware.